What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Sports Gambling Daily. It is a Thursday, April 25th. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of your day here with me. I don't think this video will be too long unless I decide to start rambling here. Um, so if you're new here, welcome to the show. My name is Jared, and this is the place where we exploit probabilities for maximum profitability. So basically, what I do here is I give you my picks and my breakdowns from my systems that I created years ago, and you know, we definitely try to exploit certain matchups that we can maximize on. So that sounds like something that you're interested in. Consider hitting that red subscribe button, and also give me that thumbs up. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you, everybody. The awesome comment section again coming through in the clutch. I'm feeling much better, guys. So definitely thanks for all the love and support. No doubt. All right, so yesterday, do we have to talk about it? All right, we will. We will talk about it. We went 3-5 in all our plays yesterday. So the Reds, okay. I told you guys they're sneaky hot, but you know what? Sneaky hot can also let you down. But and that's what they did. The Reds had their opportunities and they did not capitalize on them, especially when they had the bases loaded, I think in the sixth or seventh inning with two outs. But it is what it is. Let's see, Dodgers under did not happen. Oh, the big one, the Twins. That one did not come through. That would have been a beautiful plus 200 money line coming through. Anyway, all in all, we went 3-5 in our plays, minus 210, so just a smidge over 2 units. It won't be the last time this happens, and it's just another day in sports betting. So we go up and down. We just ride it out. That's why I always preach to you guys: have a 100 unit bankroll and make sure that you do flat bets. Now, what I did do is so I started this thing in Discord where I'm taking a random pick of the day. I'm not doing any research, and it's kind of fun. And I had it on the Golden State over, so cash that baby. Let's see here, and then my other play, I tailed one of the posters in the Discord. She goes by Peyton Sports Girl. She said take the over of the Tigers game. Yeah, Tigers versus Red Sox, and Red Sox they went over all by themselves. So thank you for that. That's another 100. So technically, I was pretty much break even for the day, but that doesn't matter. That doesn't count towards our record. Only thing that counts towards our record is what the baseball plays do. So let's go ahead and look at the season results for the baseball. 136 wins, 105 losses. Now this all includes spring training games. So hey, we're still up over 30 units. We got 3,185 units on the season. It's almost the end of April. So we're about to jump into May here. So baseball is really starting to ramp up. So we're right under 32 units for early season. This is all on 100 unit wagers, unless otherwise specified. Every once in a while, we'll go up to a 2 unit or maybe even three. I think the most I've ever done is four on a game, but those are rare. That's when like all my systems line up all together. So, yeah, that is that. Hey, check out the IG, check out the gram, baby. Sports Gambling Daily. We up to 612. I'm excited about that. I appreciate everybody that's taking the time to go over there and smash that follow button. I appreciate it, guys. And that's also the way you get to me, or that's the way you get to the Discord. So this is what the Discord looks like. We got like 520 people in there now, sharing information, picks, plays, and parlays. Let's see. We all sit there and just sweat the games out together. We're basically in a virtual sports bar. There's no drama. There's no trolls, and if there was, we kick them out real quick, guys. You can put your plays in there, and people can tell or they won't, but nobody gets mad if you lose because everybody's realistic in there. This is why I built this community is so we could have like-minded individuals to beat the book together, and it's just more fun when you do it together because it can get pretty boring and pretty depressing if you're doing it by yourself. And let's say you go on a bad streak, you got people there to help you and support you and not steer you the wrong way. So yeah, that's that. All right, so I figured out how to talk for another 5 minutes. Now I have one play for you guys, but then I figured since I only have one play for you guys, I'm going to spend a little bit of time explaining to you guys how um, my mindset. And I have a video that says sports gambling mindset, but I've had some people ask me, and I do things differently. So what I figured I would do is let you guys. I'll give a little refresher, and I'll probably ramble for way too long, and you'll probably be like, "This guy." But it's all good because I'm trying to teach and I'm trying to help. But all that being said, let's jump into the only play I have for you guys. It's a shortened day. This is the getaway day. It's Thursday. I might have another play later, but right now the only thing I can find that we can exploit is this game right here. So let's jump right on in without further ado. Yeah, here it is. Boom. It's the Diamondbacks taking on the Pirates. Arizona's coming in at 14-11, and they have made Pittsburgh their daddy. No, other way around. Arizona is Pittsburgh's daddy. All right, so Pirates are 12-10. You got Zach Greinke versus Jameson Towns. Let's see. Both of these guys are amazing, or really good pitchers, but they're definitely amazing pitchers. So let's look at this. Seeing, so Arizona. I was saying that Arizona is Pittsburgh's daddy is because I mean all they do is win there, guys. They've won 9 in a row in Pittsburgh. They're going for their 10th straight win. It's been pretty impressive. So we got Greinke. He won his second straight start in a third consecutive decision on Saturday after scattering 3 hits over 6 innings. It was a 6-0 pretty much a blowout versus the Cubbies. Now the former Cy Young Award winner has helped himself at the plate as well. Listen to this. He's gone 5 for 10 with 4 extra base hits. 2 of them were doubles, and he's hit 2 home runs already. Greinke sports an 8-4 record with a 1.03 ERA in 13 appearances versus Pittsburgh. And the Pirates, they're only batting 0.042 against him. Freaking ridiculous. Now, if you remember Jameson Talon, he was the guy I want to say it was his second start. He played the Cubbies, and he got hit in the head by a ball. The Pirates end up giving up like 6 unearned runs in that second inning, and the Cubbies end up crushing them, I believe, 10-0, if my memory serves me correct. Now, this dude is a legit pitcher. He got his first win of the season on Saturday after allowing 1 run on 4 hits in 5 innings. It was a rain shortened 3-1 victory versus the Giants. Now, he has one career start versus Greinke and Arizona, and he won that one. He gave up 2 runs on 6 hits in 7 innings. Let's see. That's pretty much it for these two guys. Now, Pittsburgh's shortstop. I think his name's John or Jung Ho Kang. I think he has three. I think that's how you say his name. I'm not very good with the foreign names, but he has 3 of his 4 homers in his last 7 games. And like I told you guys before, Arizona, they're going for their 10th win. The last time they lost in Pittsburgh was back in 2017, May 29th. And the Pirates' third baseman, Colin Moran, he has 4 hits, 2 ribbies, and 2 runs scored in the series. Okay, so look at the trends here, guys. Now, this is very strong here. Under is 5-0 in the Diamondbacks' last 5 when their opponent allows 5 runs or more in their previous game. The under is 7-1 in the Pirates' last 8 games during the 4th game of a series. All right, the under is 9-2 in Talon's last 11 starts. Now, The umpire behind the dish is Hoberg's. He's 4-1 in the last 5. He or I should say the under is 4-1 in the last 5, games that he has been umpiring behind the plate. So, we got some good things going on here, and I like this matchup a lot. Otherwise, I wouldn't give it to you, obviously, right? So, this is what I got. It's an underplay, MLB under systems, Arizona versus Pitt. So, you can get this at even money right now, and actually, if I believe, because I was looking at the line movements, I was looking at the money, like where the money is on, which side or not, and I believe that if you wanted to wait, you probably could get 7.5 on this one. Can't guarantee it, but there is a legit chance you could. So, um, if you want it, but if it goes to 7.5, then that number is going to go to more of a -110, -107, and I don't like those lines, man. I like the even money or plus money. So, give me the under of 7. I found that at 5 dimes, 100 to win 1 hundo, 1 hundy. All right, so that's the one play I have for you guys. Now, if you're still here, well, thank you so much. So I'm going to go into a little bit of how I do things, and it'll probably be confusing. I hope not. I'll try to make it as easy as possible. My head goes crazy sometimes. All right, so this is the way it works. The how I try to do things here is I don't necessarily try to pick winners. I try to find value in lines, and I try to exploit that. That's why my tagline is exploiting probabilities for profitability, right? So, how do you find value in a line? And what does that even mean? So, basically, what I'm trying to say here is um, so the book gives you a line. So, we can just say, let's say it's the Yankees versus the Royals, and the Royals are getting plus 200 here, and the Yankees are getting, I don't know, minus 20, whatever, right? So, what I do is I take the matchup and I run it through a handful of filters, right? And if those if everything checks off, right? What I mean by filters, like certain things have to be true about this matchup before I'll even consider this matchup, right? So if they go through the ringer and they check off all the boxes, then I look at it and I develop a line for it and I figure out what the true line is, what I perceive as the true line of the game. Now, you might be like, well, Jared, why isn't what the book is offering us? Why is that not the true line? And that's easy to explain because the book doesn't care what the true line is. All they want to know is they want equal action on both sides of the matchup. So if you can, if like for instance in this case, if more people are on the Yankees because of public perception, because they're a public team, or because maybe Aaron Judge is going bananas over there, whatever the case may be, then public perception will lean towards a certain way. And how do you find a lot of these kind of things? You can actually look at, um, they have odd, like, I guess they're called odd boards, and you can try to see where the money's coming in at. And if there's a lot of public money on one side, you kind of have an idea of where the book is thinking. All right. So, anyway, what you do is you create your own line and you compare it to their line, right? And now, if if let's say you wanted to bet the Royals in this case, and or you were considering the Royals, and the book is offering you plus 200, but when you did the line, when you created your own line, you came up with, I don't know, maybe plus 150, right? So your line is worse than the book's line. Well, that gives you some inherent value there. So you might want to consider attacking that line now. But you might be saying, but Jared, there's the Yankees are a better team. Okay, that's a fair question. That's a fair statement, no doubt. All right, so before I jump down that road, the same goes true with the Yankees in this situation. So let's say you look at the line for the Yankees and you're like, well, actually, the Yankees are, in my opinion, a minus 180, but the book has them for minus 220. Well, guess what? I'm not taking that because the book has a worse line than I do, right? So I'm losing value if I would have took the Yankees at minus 220 when I really believe they're a minus 150. Does that make sense? Okay, so now we're saying, well, Jared, why would you take the Royals? They're more than likely going to lose, they're going to lose more than they're going to win, right? Okay, so I'm going to go back to my poker days and I'll try to throw an analogy out there. So what you do is, let's say one day you're at the table and you have pocket aces, and it doesn't matter what all the pre-flop action is, but you have aces, and let's just say a, a person with nines, a pocket nines, goes all in, and you call, right? So it's just you two heads up. You flip over your cards. You have aces. They have pocket nines. You're a little more than a 4-1 favorite, and I don't know. They spike a nine, or they get a straight, or they get a random flush on you. So does that mean that what you did was bad? Does that mean what you did was unprofitable? Hell no. That means that you got you're on the wrong side of variance for that particular hand. But what you did is you set yourself up. If you put yourself in that position every single time, if possible, then you're going to win a ton of money over the long run. It's simple mathematics. It's the reason why the casino doesn't give a shit when you go to the roulette table and bang I don't know, a $3,000 winner out, because they know if you keep coming, you're going to win. So or they're going to win. They because it's all mathematics. It's nothing special, guys. So guys and the one gal that probably watches the show. All right, so where was that? So that's why if you can find matchups and you can find the edge and the value, and you keep attacking that edge and value. Like for me, in my opinion, there was an edge on the Twins last night. I don't care that they only scored one run and gave up seven. Doesn't matter. It just means that I had the pocket nines in that case, and the board, or the hand didn't get dealt the way I wanted it to. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, even if you go back to that poker analogy, and this will probably get confusing, but there could be a case made where the pocket nines were in a good situation. Let's say the pot was laying them more than 4.5 to 1 odds. Maybe the pot was laying them 10 to 1 odds. So it would make sense for both people to call. Both of those situations are a profitable venture. So anyway, all right. I hope I didn't confuse anybody there. So basically, if you can continue to put yourself in a positive expectation situation over the long run, you're going to win money. And that's why, if you look at all my previous records, I've been doing this since 2005. That's what I've done. I put myself in those situations. I stay true to my system. I stay true to my methods. Of course, I go on losing streaks, and of course, I go on winning streaks. But over the long run, it all works itself out. And the long run is an important thing to think about. All right, so I cover everything I wanted to. So, like, I'm not in the business of picking winners. I'm in the business of picking value, and that's why it's so important to have 100 unit bankroll minimum. And that's because you don't want to hesitate. Like, let's say you only had a 10 unit bankroll, and you're like, the Twins, man, I can't afford to take that chance. Well, I don't blame you. You shouldn't take that chance. But if you have a 100 unit bankroll, then there's no stress. There's no um you just let the odds play themselves out, and it's going to happen. We had the Royals over the Yankees the other day, and everybody thought I was crazy, but I'm telling you, there was some value in that line. So and it came through. It hit. But there's plenty of times it doesn't hit. I mean, look at the record here, guys. It's 136 and 105 losses. So I mean, we've already played 241 games this year. So but you can see the results. Now, we're probably running a tad hot right now, but we're not too far off of the norm. So, all right. So, I've successfully created a 20-minute video, and I hope I taught you guys something, or at least we can start a conversation I can just telling you this is how I've done it for so long. And to give you a small backstory, so I used to play poker professionally for about 2.5 to 3 years, and I like to bet on sports and do stuff, and at the casino, and basically I ran into somebody and they told me basically what I just told you guys. I was like, "Who you betting on today?" Is what I asked him, and I was like, "Who's gonna win?" He's like, "It doesn't matter." I'm like, "What are you talking about? It doesn't matter. It doesn't make sense." And he explained it to me. He's like, "You just have to find the edges. No different than the casino finds an edge in you know craps and roulette and all the table games." And just like how if you play poker, you try to find edges in on the poker table as far as the pot odds and implied odds and expected value and blah blah blah. Well, it's no different with sports betting. It's just it gets blurred because you're like team A is better than team B, so why would I ever take team B? Team A is going to win. I get it, but if there's more value on team B and they play this, and if you can put yourself in that positive expectation situation, then over the long run, that's why you have to have the bankroll. Over the long run, you make more money than you lose, and everybody's happy. And it is what it is. So I hope I explained that better. It was probably boring. I probably lost everybody. We're 22 minutes in. Hey, thank you so much for you watching this program, especially with only one play. But I might have more plays. If I have more plays, I will definitely post them in the Discord and the first comment of this YouTube. It'll be a pinned comment. It'll be um yeah, the pinned comment. So whenever if I have another play, I will definitely make it happen. All right, guys, that's it. I hope you guys have a wonderful Thursday. Good luck to all of you guys. Good luck to you. Good luck to me. Good luck to all of us. And I'll see you guys at Whataburger. Peace.